for solve questions for solve first, then we'll go to coach. Okay.
Good evening, I'm Sushmita from Question for both. Last match was going good. So how you are for rest of the tournament?
Yeah, it's true that the last match we played well.
Just turn on the sound. Yeah.
It's true that the last match we played well, and we need to keep going in the same line. Now we are thinking in Punjab because it's like a final for us in the ISL, and we are thinking only in this game, in Punjab game.
Good afternoon. The good days give us happiness, the bad days give us experience, and we are still trying to find the best days, because the best days is what are gonna give us what we want for the rest of the season. We are quite determined to finish the season in a good note, as I say in the last press conference, and that means that we want to put the cherry on top of this difficult season. So yeah, the game of Punjab is important one. We have the information of the first half we play here that they did the things very difficult for us. Remember that we went to the halftime losing the game 0-2. So there is no other option that this time we need to be strong on the first half, otherwise it's going to be difficult to make such a comeback.
One of the key products is what? So how do you rate your performance in this season?
I think that my performance was good, but it's true that I've been 2 months out of the field because of my injury, and I'm not happy for this. But now I was 2 weeks training with the group. I'm 100% fit, and I hope to finish the season better.
So you don't have any hope to place in the top 6, but you have the chance to will increase your position, and AFC Cup is also knocking at the door. How much hopeful to give a best performance, because you have performed in Bhutan a great. So how much hopeful to play a better football or good football or show a great performance like Bhutan? How much hopeful?
I think that the numbers are there, and we already have chance to qualify to the top 6. So we believe, we trust in this, and in the FC, in groups we were very well, and I'm sure that the next round will be so difficult, but we will be ready to fight to win the next round.
Another thing I want to ask, before the season, everybody of the East Bengal will show a great football, but now you are in sometimes in number 10, sometimes in number 11 at the bottom of the table. What is the reason behind it according to you?
I think that in every year, in every competition in the world, some teams that expect to be in the top of the tables, when the season is finished,
No, que hemos tenido problemas de rotaciones, de que la AFC que nos ha fatigado y que ha sido una temporada complicada.
Yeah, I think that we start the season bad, and obviously we had been a lot of injuries, difficult injuries, but I think that no is excuse, and we need to finish the season well, in FC and in ISL too.
For Saul?
Saul, you are the captain of your team, and what hope you want to convey to your fans for the rest of the season?
Yeah, I spoke in the East Bengal Instagram after the game that we understand the fans, that they are angry, it's normal, but we will fight for them till the end of the season, and I hope to get a good results in these last games.
Oh yeah, now questions for coach. What are they?
Hi coach, this is Gopal from Sport TV. Practically speaking, what is your opinion about your team right now? What do you think? How far it can go in ISL especially this season?
You just need to watch the moment of form. You can check it, either the last 5 games, either the last 10, or either the last 15. If you go for the last 5, we are 8. If you go for the last 10, we are 6. And if you go for the last 15, we are 7th. So, as I said last week, the team is not doing that bad. We are paying a big price for the beginning of the season, probably for being focused in 2 different competitions, for having injuries, for the modifications on positions, on players, of injuries. There is a lot of things that we have been talking all throughout the year, but the moment of form of the team is quite good. And in January, we lost games that, with the big teams, that we should get at least some points. So even if we are talking about 8, 7, 6 position, which is the real position if you take into consideration the last 1, 2 and 3 months, even the points should be better. Say that, I want to repeat that now we are in a positive thing after feeling, not the result, after feeling the performance of the guys the last day in the derby. And I'm going to repeat what I said when I begin, is the good days give you happiness, the bad days give you experience, and we believe that the best days are ahead. We want to do it. We don't accept, as I'm telling throughout all the press conference, that we don't accept the position in the table, that we don't accept that the fans are not happy with us. We want to build memories. So if we want to think in the best days, we need to build memories. And the only way we have to build memories is finishing well the ISL, trying to do something big in the AFC Cup competition, and defend the title in the Super Cup. So if you want to ask about the mood of the team, the ambition and the way forward, I repeat.
I'm asking about the ISL position. If I'm talking about the tournament ISL, not the season.
Perfect. So regarding ISL, I already gave you the data about the last 5, 10 and 15 games. If you watch our rival on Saturday, they have completely an inverse situation. They started the season very, very well, but in the last few months or few weeks, they are struggling to get the desired results. But still, they are 3 points ahead. And regarding the ISL, I prefer to focus on the game of Saturday, because if we win the game on Saturday, we are going to jump 3 positions in the table. We are going to finish, maybe we come here on Sunday and we are in the 8th position, something that didn't happen all throughout the year. And now in the room, we were discussing, you can trust me, we were discussing that we want to try to win the 4 games. We still have 1 more bullet. And in case we can win the last 4 games, we have 2, let's call it direct rivals. If we can beat Punjab and we can beat Hyderabad, the last 2 games with Bangalore and Northeast, they are exactly the teams that occupy the positions that we want to reach. So of course we depend on results, but we also depend on us on trying to win the 4 games and not accepting the current situation of the table, that is the situation that we are carrying all throughout the season.
Coach, if we forget about the first 6 matches and the injury problems, but there is, do you think that the inconsistency, there is no consistency in your players' performance also? Because in a match they are playing very well, and just after that match it was very bad. So what is the reason behind that?
There is one thing regarding this. I think we were quite consistent in the last 2 months. We were playing well. We were redefining the system, the formation, adjusting some players on different positions, suffering problems of cards, so it's difficult to find consistency. However, the team was doing pretty well, and I think that the first half of Chennai, we pay a big price, and all the phantoms and all the problems of the beginning of the season and feeling that we cannot achieve the top 6, I think that the first half of Chennai was very harmful for all of us. And as I said last week, we are ashamed of that performance. Besides that, before Chennai, we play a good game in Mumbai, and we play a good game in Goa, and we beat Kerala Blasters. And before that, we dropped points with Mohun Bagan in a game that was quite close. So I understand the external part of the lack of consistency because of the position of the table, but again, if you go for the moment of form, I already described, in the last 5, 10 and 15 games, we are not that bad, and we are paying a big price. We are handicapped this year. The start of the season, if you lose, if you don't get a point in the first 25% of games of the season, it's really difficult to come back. We tried our best, and we are 4 games till the end of the ASL, and I still grab that small hope that we have. This is the way that we are going to plan the game of Punjab. Probably no. If we don't get the 3 points in the game of Punjab, then we can talk next week that mathematically we are out. But as I say, if we still have something to grab and one more bullet, we will try to use it in the best way.
Coach, after many matches, you are getting your Lal and Anwar at a time, and fans have a huge hope with these 2 guys. And do they see the Indian centre back player in the upcoming match? This is my first part of the question, and I will ask them again.
You mentioned 2 players. You have Saul here also. So the team is. Sorry?
In centre back?
No, in players recovering from position and cards. No, not in centre back. In players recovering. So we were talking a lot about the depth of the squad. We were talking a lot about the players, the adjusting, the flexibility on the positions, on not having power in the bench, on finishing the games with limited resources if you compare with other teams. But all these excuses not anymore there. As you say, we are recovering players. We are now having different options, and the players that you mentioned are important players of the team. So we have a plan to count on them for sure in the game of Punjab.
As you said, you are recovering well as a team, but your team is still hospital. And what is the condition of Nanda, and do you want to clarify on your 6-pointer status?
Yeah, ask me.
Firstly, the status of Nanda, and secondly, what is the status of
Go one by one. Nanda. We hope that he recovers. Nanda in the last game, he received a kick that twisted his ankle. He's in hands of the medical and physio department throughout the week, and our intention is that tomorrow he can complete the practice. He travel with us, and in case he's needed, he will be fieldable.
And secondly, your 6-pointer status about CLEITON.
CLEITON. We have the hope. CLEITON is today actually receiving a treatment. We are all together. CLEITON is committed, and he's hopeful that he can help the team in the last stage of the season. The reality is that he has an injury. It's not a small one, but he's doing everything to try to help the team as a good captain. So he's not just letting it go. He's trying to find all possible way to come back and to help the team.